generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it, my home.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers.
Ready, back 25. Hey, you got 3 out.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, Ryan looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 30 on second down, Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Newton to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now it's Newton. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Throwing again on second down. Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19. From the red zone now, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Newton delivers this one to McCaffrey, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And Charles, as the Falcons come back out here on offense, you got to help me process their 2019 season. One thing for sure, fair to say that they were a second-half team, as in second half of the season, because this bunch started 1-7, 6-game losing streak, weeks 3 through 8. The talk about Dan Quinn maybe being let go, and maybe it was a team that needed to bottom out and get a high draft pick, but then a funny thing happened. They started to win.
Yeah, maybe I should get a cardigan, get a pipe. Sit down and listen to you talk your way through this team, because it's a lot to process, isn't it? But one thing about Dan Quinn as their head coach, relentlessly positive. Never let go of that. The team stayed with him. Many people thought maybe he might have lost the team. He never did. And they had that big finish, 6-2, one of the best marks in football, including beating New Orleans on the road, beating San Francisco on the road. So when you look at it, ownership said, hey, this team likes playing for this coach. Let's give it one more shot. Now, he'll have to retool his staff a little bit again. But bottom line is that team believed in their head coach. Head coach believed in his team. They've got a chance in 2020 to get back in the NFC South race.
While Carolina trots back out here, Charles, thinking about their season, November 3rd, they won in Tennessee. That moved them to 5-3. And then they did not win a game the rest of the year. 8 straight losses to finish up last place in the NFC South, and now a new sheriff in town with Ron Rivera out.
Yeah, now you've got Matt Rule coming in from Baylor, highly regarded as a college coach, as a builder. But you have to remember, when Matt Rule took his first job at Temple, they were not very good. Rough first year, better second year, third year, big payoff. Goes to Baylor. After some scandal and some controversy there, he takes over another program. Way down. Wins 1 game his first year. This past season, played Oklahoma late in the year in the Big 12 title game for the right to go to the college football playoffs. So this guy knows how to build a program, and he has NFL experience. Was an offensive line coach with the Giants. And all you're hearing in these days since he's been announced as the head coach, former Giants talk about the impact he had on that team in 1 season. So this is going to be an interesting deal for him going to Carolina. Can he get Cam Newton back healthy and get their offense kick-started again? Because Christian McCaffrey, he's awfully good.
11 yards and a Panther first down. Newton now to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, he'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Newton now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a second down coming up. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Right there, 54.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football when every...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. Throwing is Newton, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
This is taken about 7 yards. Deep.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Newton. He'll buy some time right. Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Back to throw, Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. On second down, McCaffrey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Panthers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. To throw is Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Newton's pass is on target to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Ryan on 1st down. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To try again after the sack. Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Now, following the interception, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It will be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Newton on 1st down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down. Newton now to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. Now Newton.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton, that's to McCaffrey, complete. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Newton to throw.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. Here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Allen Bailey, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On on 2nd and 9. Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 38, Newton, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs again. And he will score! Touchdown, Panthers! Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it? Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ryan. He's got Hooper on the short connection, and they'll get him down here at the 23. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. To throw is Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 77 yards, and the Falcons cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Well, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more time.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Jones has it. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Ryan. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passing we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 2.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Ready? Get ready? 45. He can't hang.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 2nd and 5 now. Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now it's Ryan. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Ryan gets it off to Freeman. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
I'm going back to you.
Again, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One last shot for Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.